water element, fire element, wood element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, light frugality, and eye transparency. In the same way, we should understand ear transparency, nose transparency, tongue transparency, and body transparency. Why they are called transparency? Yakhadi incha vida, rubadina gahana bhavina, rubadina gahana vishya bhavina, adasa talang viya vipasandanta pasada rupa. This is the definition given in Visuddhimagga about the purification. But I will explain the meaning. There are 5 transparent rupas, materialities. So if there is no eye transparency, eye consciousness cannot arise. If eye consciousness cannot arise, then one cannot see color. In the same way, other transparencies are also you should understand in the same way. If there is body transparency, body consciousness arises depending on body transparency. Body consciousness can feel individual object. In some kalabas there are, in the same way, 10 types of materiality, but they are not transparent. They are opaque kalabas. There are 2 important materialities, self-determining materiality and heart base. Heart base is main base for mind consciousness. That heart base arises depending on inside your heart. There is blood. Depending on that blood, this heart base arises. So altogether, there are different types of derivative materialities. If you can analyze these kalabas in this way, and then only you can understand ultimate materiality. But nowadays there are many scientists, they do not understand about these kalabas completely. What is the reason? In their laboratory, they can test only temperature-borne materiality. According to Buddha's teaching, this group, if we divide these rupas, there are 4 groups. Number 1 is karma-borne materiality. Number 2 is mind-borne materiality. Number 3 is temperature-borne materiality. Number 4 is nutriment-borne materiality. Karma is connected with previous karma, no present karma. Present karma is if there is any future existence. This is the cause for future material, future 5 aggregates only. So, to understand this is karma-borne materiality, we must try to discern 5 past causes. But these 5 past causes I will explain later. Every consciousness which arises depending on heart base can produce mind-borne materiality. So, without understanding heart base, without understanding mind consciousness which arises depending on heart base, you cannot discern mind-borne materiality. Here, please try to see. Penny, Sajay. Which produce this penny? Which produce this Sajay? Your mind. That mind is arise depending on your heart base. That mind produce uncountable mind-borne kalabas. These kalabas spread throughout the body. Up to this end, they also spread. So, if you analyze these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality. Among these 8, there is wood element. That wood element again produces bodily intimation. Because of this bodily intimation, new kalabas always rising and passing away. These new kalabas, they cannot rise same place, in the same place. They rise in different place. At different place rising is, you may see this is very Sajay. But If you see kalabas, you cannot see this finger. You can see only kalabas. These kalabas, there are 8 types. Among 8 types, there is bodily intimation. That bodily, because of this bodily intimation, the whole all rupas, they do not have same place. If you do not see this process, then we can say you do not understand mind form materiality. Here is also another consciousness. Here, I consciousness. That I consciousness cannot produce I form materiality. In the same way, ear consciousness also cannot produce ear form, cannot produce mind form materiality. Nose consciousness also cannot produce mind form materiality. Tongue consciousness also cannot produce mind form materiality. Body consciousness also cannot produce mind form materiality. In the same way, your brain, I want to tell about this. If you can do some 4 elements in your brain, you can see brain is nothing but a group of kalabas. Among those kalabas, one kalaba is body decade kalaba. In that body decade kalaba, there is body transparency. Depending on body transparency, body consciousness can arise. Body consciousness knows only tangible object. That body consciousness also cannot produce mind form materiality. Depending on that body transparency in your brain, there are 8 types of mentality, including body consciousness. Among, I will calculate this thing because I have something to tell about this problem. Number 1, consciousness. Number 2, contact. Number 3, feeling. This is neutral feeling. Then number 4 is perception. Number 5 is volition. Number 6 is one-pointedness. Number 7 is light faculty. Number 8 is attention. So altogether, 8 types of mentalities only. Among these 8 types, there is no wisdom faculty. Wisdom faculty is dependent on your heart based on according to Buddha's teaching. But you can discern practically. So now we have explained karma born materiality, number 2 mind born materiality, and now number 3 temperature born materiality. What is temperature? In your eye there is eye decade kalaba together with eye transparency. If you analyze, there are 10 types of materiality. Among 10 types there is fire element. That fire element can produce 4 or 5 generation new kalabas. This is temperature born materiality. In the same way, in your mind born kalapa, if you analyze your mind born kalapa, there are in each kalapa there are 8 types of materiality. But this mind power is very different. Ordinary mind, such as now you are listening or I am talking, such type of mind, listening mind, that fire element can produce 2 or 3 generations only. However, if your mind is like jhana mind or vipassana mind, that mind has strong power. That mind can produce uncountable millions of kalapas. Now many meditators, they can see light here, etc. What is that light? This is the light of wisdom. So how this arises? discerning your breath, or you are concentrating on your breath object, or you are concentrating on your nimitta, anapana nimitta. If you can concentrate well, and if your concentration also becomes deeper and deeper, at that time that concentrated mind associates with wisdom faculty. That wisdom faculty, when this wisdom faculty's power is very strong and powerful, then that mind can produce jhana mind, especially jhana mind, can produce strong powerful lights, not only internally but also externally. These kalabas spread throughout the body. Among those, if one analyzes those kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types there is kala. That kala begins luminous and bright. Again, if you analyze those kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types there is fire element. That fire element is called temperature. That temperature also produces uncountable many millions of kalabas. Again, if you analyze these kalabas, in each kalaba there are also in the same way 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types there is kala. That kala also luminous and bright. These temperature burn light not only internally but also up to externally spread. So internal light is both two types. 2 types is mind born kalabas kala as well as temperature born kalabas kala. 2 types of kalabas kala. But externally there is only temperature born kalabas kala only. Depending on concentration, wisdom faculty's power is very strong. When concentration is very deep, wisdom faculty power also very great. When the power of wisdom faculty is very great, then the light of wisdom is very bright. So scientists, they do not understand this process of mind-born materiality as well as temperature-born materiality. Karma-born materiality is only internally, not externally. Mind-born materiality also arises only internally, not externally. Why they do not arise externally in any world? As soon as they arise, these kalabas, mind-born materiality as well as karma-born materiality, as soon as they arise, they pass away very quickly. There is no time to carry from this body to laboratory. Their lifespan is only 70 by moment only. 70. Very short. Their lifespan is very short. So they cannot carry up to laboratory. Now every day we are eating. Food is inside our stomach. If a meditator can discern 4 elements in that newly eaten food, undigested food, they can see food is nothing but a group of kalabas. Throughout our body there are light non-eight kalabas. Among those light non-eight kalabas there is fire element. That fire element is called digestive fire. When the digestive fire supports this nutritive essence of newly eaten food, that nutritive essence can produce new generation, new kalabas. In laboratory there is no digestive fire. So because of this reason they do not understand this nutritive aspect of materiality. They can carry only one piece of flesh to the laboratory. If one meditator can discern this piece, which they carry to laboratory, this piece is a group of kalabas. If one analyzes these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality. What is the source? In each kalaba there is fire element. That fire element can produce new generation, new kalapa. In that new generation, there is also again fire element. That fire element again produce another new generation. They can test in their own laboratory this temperature of materiality only. They cannot understand, especially in each kalapa there are 8 types of materiality, because their investigation is in different way. My meaning is we Buddhists are very lucky.
우리 불자들은 아주 운이 좋습니다.
We can, if we practice systematically, we can understand 4 types of materiality by your own direct knowledge. This is the materiality aggregate only. This is the object of vipassana. If you do not understand this materiality by your direct knowledge, if you practice vipassana, your vipassana is just superficial only.
알로마 뭐 하는 거예요? 알로마.
이거 니가 야구에 뭐야? 뭐하는 거지? 너무 không à? Ya, bố đi chả.
Just come out. What I mean, 우리가 어느 안에는 봐. 이제 위로 우리를 대입이 원하는 게 좀 있어.
So, number one, you should try to understand the noble truth of suffering. What is noble truth of suffering? Sankhaitena Vichuppadana Khanda Dukkha. This is in the first sermon, Dhamma Cheka Bodhana Sutta. The Dhamma wheel turning in motion Sutta. Buddha displayed. In brief, 5 clinging aggregates are the noble truth of suffering. So, what are 5 clinging aggregates? The clinging aggregate of materiality, the clinging aggregate of feeling, the clinging aggregate of perception, the clinging aggregate of formations, and the clinging aggregate of consciousness. Altogether, there are 5 clinging aggregates. Among these 5 clinging aggregates, the clinging aggregate of materiality is materiality, rupa. The clinging aggregate of feeling, the clinging aggregate of perception, the clinging aggregate of formations, and the clinging aggregate of consciousness. These 4 aggregates are mentality, nama. 5 clinging aggregates in nama, rupa, mentality and materiality are similar. So, if you want to become noble one, like Sotapanna, Satriwana, etc., first you must try to understand the noble truth of suffering. This is 5 clinging aggregates of mentality and materiality by your direct knowledge. Among 5 aggregates, I had explained materiality aggregate in my previous talk. Then you must continue to discern ultimate mentality. From some meditators who had already practiced jhana practice, they can easily discern this mentality. In one mind movement, for example, like I am consciousness mind movement, there are 8 types of mental formations. In some mind movements like jhana, jhana concentration, there are 34 mental formations. If a meditator cannot differentiate, this is consciousness, this is contact, this is feeling, this is perception, this is volition, etc., then we cannot say he or she understands mentality. What is Buddha's instruction? Especially in Mahasatipatthana Sutta. 4 foundations of mindfulness, correct? 4 foundations of mindfulness Sutta. Buddha says this system. Iti ijadava gaya gaya nupasi viharati, vahijava gaya gaya nupasi viharati, ijada vahijava gaya gaya nupasi viharati. What is the meaning? Thus he abides discerning ultimate materiality and mentality internally. Thus he abides discerning ultimate materiality and mentality externally. Thus he abides discerning ultimate materiality and mentality both internally and externally. There are 2 reasons. One reason is if you can discern ultimate materiality as well as ultimate mentality both internally and externally, at that time you will discern dependent origination. Another reason is to contemplate as anicca, dukkha, anatta, both internally and externally. Usually we have attachment not only to ourselves but also to external things. Is it true? You already understand.
Yeah.
So, the power of vipassana. If you can contemplate internal materiality and mentality as nature, dukkha, and anatta, then attachment to internal body is temporary. If you can contemplate both internally and externally as nature, dukkha, anatta, at that time only your inside knowledge can destroy attachment to both internally and externally. If the vipassana